Earnest money deposit is a deposit the buyer makes as soon as the property gets under contract in his name. It usually ranges between 1 to 5% of the purchase price of the property. The reason why earnest money deposit is made is to make sure that the buyer is showing his earnestness or the seriousness in buying this property. The deposit usually is large enough to show the commitment to buy the property, and also large enough to give the confidence to the seller that they can take the property off the market and stop accepting new offers. Earnest money is held in a third party account called escrow account. So it doesn't go directly to the seller the time you make a deposit as a buyer. In Connecticut, it's held by the listing broker's escrow account. Earnest money is a refundable deposit. As long as the deal goes through and makes to the closing, this money gets applied to the down payment, or it can even get applied to the closing cost. If the buyer is terminating a contract based on the inspection findings or the appraisal findings, as long as he has sufficient contingencies in his contract, the buyer can get the deposit money back. If for some reason buyer is getting out of the contract without having enough contingencies to protect him as a buyer, he's risking losing this deposit. As long as the seller is the one who is terminating the contract, the buyer gets the deposit back. But in case the buyer is unreasonably walking out of the contract after the contingency period, the seller can elect to keep the deposit with him as a compensation for keeping the house off the market while he could have attracted other offers.